Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. Justin here, doing a little demo on our EBMS 8.1 version, the inventory adjustments window, or the adjustment screen. So in the 7.9 version, we saw how to do it in that version of it. We go to inventory, and it said adjust end of year counts. Now we simply change it to adjust counts here in this particular version. So I'll have a link to at the end of the video to the 7.9 version if you need it, and I'll do a reverse link also from 7.9 to this video. So we go to our inventory. I just briefly touched on this in the last one. Is let's say we've got some parts here. This is a different demo data set here. Let's say we wanted to adjust something. Oops, this is serialized items. So let's go to some actual parts. Pick an item, and let's say we want to adjust the count. You can go to the count tab, click on adjustments, of course adjust the new count in there, date it, whatever you want to do with that. So that's the standard way of doing it individually per item. What we're going to do today is go to inventory, and we're going to go to adjust counts. We have a little bit different of an interface here, so we can actually have multiple batches. We can keep track of them here. One of the first things you're going to need to do, and so far in 8.1 we haven't taken this option away, that is prepare for count. What that does, it takes control, takes a snapshot, if you will, of the inventory as it stands right now. And then when you do your inventory adjustment, then you would have, EBMS has that snapshot to go off of. So in theory, you could take a snapshot here, do this prepare for counts, go ahead with your transactions during the day, and then at the end of the day, if you're still counting and doing transactions and things like that, at the end of the day, when you want to update it, EBMS still has this snapshot, and that's what it adjusts it against. So anything that happened after this snapshot, this prepare for counts, will, it'll go on as normal. So if that makes any sense. So it's going to run through here. It may take a while depending on the size of your inventory, the number of records in there. There's some talk and changes of maybe removing this or keeping this as an option, but making it an unnecessary step. So that way you don't have to wait on this so long. Because if you have, say, 50,000 SKUs, it might take a while. This data set in particular has right around 2,000, I believe. So it doesn't take too terrible long, but it's still taking a little bit of time. And we'll just wait for this to be done here. And done. Okay, prepare for count completed successfully. Well, I hope so. All right, let's go to add. We're going to add a batch. So just like in the last 7.9 version, we also have it used to be called control number. Well, now we call it a batch number. So same thing applies. Let's say it's for 2017. We can put in a little description. Let's see, adjustment for 2017 inventory. Okay, great. Fantastic. It just makes this batch for you and has the status as loading items. Let's double click here to open it up, and the status is set to loading items. And from here you can import a file. So we cleaned up this interface a little bit. We say we can import from a .csv, and here is the 2017 invent. So this is not going to work because I used a different data set for that. So let's find one that we do have. I think I still have it here. Import. Let's see. Yeah, I think it should be in here. If I recall correctly, inventory to 0. Okay, this is the one. So it goes through here and adds all these products. Okay. I'm going to cancel it just so you get the idea. If there's a bad ID, it'll show the bad ID here. You could double check it. So if it's bad and saying that 790279, you can see that's not part of the list. So you can still look up items here. You can add them if you will. You can sort by the product ID. You can sort by bad ID. We also have a checkbox here, only show the bad imported IDs, just so you have a smaller list to work with. Now that's one way of getting it in. We added another feature here that says import from inventory. So if we click on that, it gives us a folder structure. Let's say I just want the batteries. Just want to import the battery counts or the list of inventory for batteries. I could narrow it down to a specific set within that folder, or by location, or if it's not been counted since 2016, then show it to me. But let's click OK here. And I'm going to turn off this bad imported because that hid what we just did. Alright, so let's sort by product, and I think all the batteries start with a B. There we go. So that just got added to EBMS. Now I can go through, adjust my counts, things like that. So pretty easy to do there. Alright, the other thing you can use this for is to zero out all your quantities. So let's say you imported a list of all the counts and you want to just zero them out, start over, start fresh. You can use the zero all quantities button. Say 0, yes I do. And it'll go down through and make them all 0. So now when I'm done with this, let's say I'm done, I can go to the status and I have to turn it to counting complete or loading complete. Counting complete means that it is ready to be adjusted. Click OK. And now when I'm ready, click on adjust. And I have two options. I can add to the quantity counted to the current on hand, or adjust on hand to the quantity counted, which is typically what you want to do. Let's see. Let's say I want to backdate it again here to the 31st. Click adjust. This will adjust inventory accounts. Do you wish to continue? Say yes. And just like that, goes through and adjusts all those counts for you. So you can spot check it when you're done. It does keep this batch, so you can you can go back to it and look at it, and you can remove it from the list here once you're done. So that is all I have to show you. A lot shorter video than the last one. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, of course, call into our support center or shoot us an email. We appreciate it.